afternoon, everyone. I'm Virginia Killmore, and welcome to my studio. Today is Fast Card Friday. That means we're going to be making a super easy and quick card. And today we'll be using our new note cards and envelopes to make it easy to put together a gift for someone or just make cards for yourself. Now, all the noises that you're hearing are my husband working on a bathroom for my studio, so I'm very happy to hear the noise. That means something's happening. So let's get started. So this is today's card, and it's really nice because you can stamp the envelope and the card itself. It's a smaller card, but it's super easy to use with our 6x6 paper. Let me zoom out so you can see a little bit more. So we are using Dragonfly Garden, which I know I use a lot, but I love this set. And the note cards and envelopes come in a pack like this, with the envelopes in one part and then the note cards all in here. It's a set of 20. It's a great deal, and we're going to make a similar card to this today, except for we're going to change up the colors a little bit. So to start out, I take a 6x6 piece of Dandy Garden Designer Series paper, and then I cut it up into 1.5 by 3-inch pieces. So let me show you what I have cut out already. I have sort of a bunch of different papers, and I can use either side of the papers that I want. I just have to decide what I would like to have on my paper. Okay, so I'm going to pick something to go in the middle here. I think I'm going to work with that. I kind of like that. Let's see if I like this too as much. I like that pattern better. So that's what we're going to go with. And I have these 2 extra pieces left over to make another card. And so the first thing I need to do is to sort of center them on the card. And I find it easiest to first lay it out and sort of look at it and then try to carefully glue. Now you could measure if you're one of those kind of people that want everything perfect. I am not. I am happy to have imperfections in my cards because it means someone will know it was handmade. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to take my glue and put a little glue on the back side of this. My glue is being stubborn. Everything today has been stubborn. I had a really hard time getting the camera to work today. Okay, so I've got that down. And the nice thing about glue is I still have time to move it around if I want. Just so many pretty patterns on this paper, and it's so easy to put together because everything coordinates just a tiny bit. Now the next step was I took a piece of vellum and I punched out a circle, a 2.5-inch circle, I think it's right here, out of a piece of vellum. And I've already done that. I didn't think I needed to show you how to punch a circle, but it's super easy and quick. And now I'm going to glue that down here, but what I have to be careful of is when you glue vellum down, it shows up. Some people like to use glue dots. I'm more than happy to use tape as long as I try to keep it where I think it'll be underneath the dragonfly. So I really concentrate the tape right there. And you can sort of see it right there in the picture. But because I'm going to be making a dragonfly to go over it, I shouldn't have any trouble. I'm going to try to fit my little dragonfly right in here. Now, because I'm using the blue, the Misty Moonlight, I think what I'm going to do is stamp the dragonfly in blue, in Misty Moonlight. See what way it'll fit the best. I think it'll fit pretty good right here. Nope, I like it better there. Okay, and then I need to color in my wings. Now I can hand color them if I like, but it's so easy with this set that comes with a strange little set of wings, and everyone complains, well, it's not quite right for both sides. Well, it's not meant to be. It's supposed to have sort of a watercolory look, so you're not going to get it perfect, but it'll still give you the feel of the dragonfly being colored in. And if you don't like it, you can color it a little bit more. I think I'm going to put another little stamp on here because I think I got it a little darker on that side. Okay, I'm going to do the sentiment in Misty Moonlight in a few minutes, but now I'm going to punch out with the dragonfly punch my dragonfly. It's so easy to do when you can see what you're doing. That's why I love our punches. There we go. Right into the trash. Okay, so now I'm going to put my dragonfly on here using dimensionals. I think I'm going to get some of the big ones. And I'm going to put one on each side. And then I'm going to try to get them to sort of lay on top of that vellum. Well, the vellum is curling. It's probably because it's a little warm down here. I wonder if I can flip it. Let's see what happens. Being awfully brave. I haven't had a great day so far. There, that worked pretty good. I think it'll lay better like that. Yep. And now because it's glued down right in that spot, I can sort of put my dragonfly right there, and all that's left is my sentiment. So I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to use the message, you are an inspiration, because I know so many people like that right now. I'm going to color that ink on the cardstock and sort of set it here. Now I love to cut a little flag out, but sometimes I'm a little lazy about measuring and everything, so I like to take my tailor tag punch. I don't have that listed as something I'm using. You see how I just line that up, and I can get my little flag unless it moves when you're about to punch. And there I've got my flag. I didn't have to fiddle fart with it too much. I can just tuck it up under there. I think I'm going to trim it a tiny bit because I think it's a little too long. But I'm just going to put some tape, and our card is done for today. Now I could go ahead and get some embellishments. A piece of ribbon would be really pretty, like this right here if I made a bow. We used this a couple times this week already. But I don't have to add anything else. Stamps and paper are all that you need to use to make a beautiful card. Just sort of glue that on in any spot that I think would look nice. I'm just trying to make those ends a little longer. There. I'm going to take my glue dot. I like to roll it up when I do this so that it's not so big. Except for if it starts to pull my bow apart. It's going to be one of those days. Okay, I need to pull on this a little bit. We all have them, don't we? Things don't always go perfectly, but that's okay. It's part of why I love stamping. I can always sort of fix something if it doesn't quite go the way I want. I would use this bow for, let's say, something I didn't quite like. Maybe I made a mistake or a raspberry, I can just hide it. So there you go. And I have the envelope somewhere. Oh, it's right here. The envelope is already pre-stamped in green, but that looks really nice together. So I could put together a set of 4 of these and give them as a gift for someone who did something nice for me, or just make a bunch of cards for myself. I hope you've enjoyed today's presentation. If you have, please like or share it with your friends. I have been doing this now for almost a year. I cannot believe it. I'm rounding the corner of almost 50 weeks. I never thought I'd make it past the first week. So thank you for watching, and keep on watching. Have a great day. See you on Monday.